And on this episode of Split Screen, we just got done watching Weapons, the critically acclaimed new masterclass of horror. And we gotta let you know, it was a disappointment. Like a assault rifle floating over a house with a clock on it for no reason. This is Split Screen. Split Screen.
Split screen.
Do you hear in his tone how upset this man is?
For what? Why am I upset?
I don't know. Don is upset because we just got done watching Weapons. I'm telling you, by the way, this is Split Screen.
And I'm Don, because he already said my name.
That's right. But we have a lot more to say
We just
about
watched
Weapons. Yeah,
In the
Weapons.
teaser. This is after the movies, ATM, but we didn't do the ATM part because we're
No.
not lazy.
Yeah. Also, we felt like we needed to get right to this because this talking about new. I almost suggest this should be our first movie in a new series we might do. Who knows?
How to fix it?
How to fix, or I like to say, how to make blank less shit. And Weapons,
How to make what?
how to make weapons less shit. So the movie's always in the middle.
Less tedious.
Yeah.
Less meandering.
Yeah.
Less meh.
Yeah. So quick. I mean, you probably seen the trailers. 217, bunch of kids disappear. Town blames the teacher. And we try to figure out what happened to the kids.
No, we don't.
I mean, so technically two characters are trying to figure out what happened to the kids. The teacher herself and the father Archer. By the way, we should get into our top three because we're going to probably be just rolling through everything else. So I'll go first. Let you think about it. First part, no matter what, it's a pretty tight narrative. Like for there to be 6 separate perspectives, how it juggled it a little bit was like pretty well done. Like I thought. Now, could we have done more with that time? Absolutely. But if that's what they wanted to give us for 6 different perspectives, they did all right. It did lead into my second point, which it was meandering. Don said tedious. I said meandering because I felt like
8 minutes for some reason.
we were just really trying to soak in what was happening to each character, and it was kind of unnecessary. Huh?
We was not trying to soak in anything. You.
No, what I mean is, I feel like when they created it, they want everyone, not we, but they want the audience to get a good like, I don't know, they want a weird narrative through line and understanding of what that character's life is like before the twist of the witch or the attack or someone cutting your hair or something. So you get you get 6 different stories. Each one repeats maybe 25% of the previous story or something else that was already talked about in another story. So you end up with like, oh my gosh, almost like 50% reused events or perspectives
It felt
per each one. And this is why you feel the 2 hours. Something, oh man. So my third one. I don't even know what my third one is. Because I have a lot of, oh god, The Witch. Oh, like okay. So actually I have a lot. Sorry. The Witch was okay. But yeah, there we go. There's my last one. There were no proper breadcrumbs to figuring out what was going on or why this happened. The witch is just really out of nowhere. The only thing that was the one thing he did was Archer, the dad, painted witch on her car in the very beginning. That's the only thing that's even a plausible jump to it.
That was probably too.
It was the hint.
Yeah,
But the
that
only
it's involved. And
the
kept
only
why
hint.
she didn't, go to auto detail place and have it taken off. She kept driving around. I'm like, why?
That's a weird trope they do in a lot of movies where like it's painting on there and then it's there forever. I don't know why.
That made no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot more to say, but that's my 3. because we'll get to it. How about you, Don?
No, I'm gonna just give negative. I mean, I guess positive. They had a camera and they pointed it in the right direction. Negative.
You're gonna tell me you didn't like seeing that old woman get ripped apart by children?
Yeah, all 10 seconds of it.
Okay, I know. Yeah,
Literally, the ending is 10 seconds long.
it is.
And whatever. 2 hours and 8-minute runtime.
Yeah.
Dislike number 2. Why is this 2 hours and 8 minutes? This is a short story. This is if you're older like me, you had Tales from the Crypt and The Dark Side and all these other 30-minute horror TV shows.
Oh,
That's what this is. This
you
is
just
a-
made me realize
what
this could have been an episode of like Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark?
exactly
Because if they cut out all the other perspectives,
killer. They could have just
did Alex. Alex, his
That
whole
would've been
thing
better.
would have actually worked. He's the child protagonist dealing with a witch. Very Goosebumps. Very Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah. Sorry, we
Yep,
said that. I was like,
right.
oh yeah.
That's exactly what this was, and it was padded out. And now that I think about it, this is kind of the first episode of Tales from the Dark Side that came out when I was like in the late '80s, and it's about a witch coming to a boy's house on Halloween,
Mhm.
and the boy outsmarts the witch, just like in this. Oh my God! You stole from Tales from the Dark Side. You whatever your name you.
You guys don't get anything.
This is just a repeat. You saw Tales from the Dark Side back in 1988, episode number 1. I still remember because I loved it quite a bit.
Oh.
This is almost the same one.
Mm.
Oh my God, I'll have to bring that up. Yeah, no. So I forgot what my second one was anyway now at this point. 2 hours and 8 minutes? Was that or did
Yeah.
yeah, 2 hours and 8 minutes. You took what should have been a halfway decent 30-minute TV episode,
That's what we're talking about shows, yeah.
added a little bit of excessive gore, not even a lot, just like
Not very much gore at all.
amount.
There was
We got needles in the face,
I wouldn't even call that
I wouldn't call it gore.
if you have a needle phobia or it's like needles are gross, then yeah. Because I mean it's like a dirty needle. Yeah.
And they did it twice. Actually, no, they did it 3 times because the parents stabbed themselves in the face
With forks.
repeatedly. Okay, and I'll just get to my third one. Yeah, the witch. My God, stop it. This little old lady who shows up as the aunt and no one suspects anything is wrong inside the house, even though the parents, she's comatose, the parents put fork holes all over their face. Kids disappear except for Alex
He had a stroke.
kid. Yeah,
He fell into a
where did
cactus.
White go?
He-
No one asked that.
He's
So-
sick with consumption.
And then she dresses like a clown. What?
Goosebumps.
Who would not go, there's just something off about this house. And then she covers all the way. I didn't understand.
Newspaper.
Why did she even need to do that?
So let's have people not look in. I don't know. She's doing rituals upstairs.
Makes people look in.
Probably.
Matter of fact, it made the junkie look in.
Yeah.
It made the
He was-
teacher look in.
He was very important.
So the newspapers was just there for decoration for the movie.
Yeah.
They had served no practical purpose. So
It had
there's
low hanging.
no way this woman, although I do remember she was the girl, John Candy's girlfriend in Uncle Buck.
Mm-mm.
You remember Uncle Buck?
Mm-mm.
No? That was, what's his name? Home Alone's first movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She plays his girlfriend in it.
I mean,
She's much older now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, who wouldn't suspect that? It was stupid. It was dumb. And I'm gonna give a fourth. All you stupid ass critics out there, and I'm gonna piss people off. You're either being paid for it or lying, or I don't know what you're watching because we did not watch the same movie at all. There's no way you could be praising this. This has gotten so much praise online. It's
the overhype really
obscene
messes with it.
how much praise it's got.
It's no much, guys.
It
Like
is a middle of the road, not incompetent like another movie we watched called Violent Nature. Middle of the road horror movie, which seems to be the standard for today. just
Mm,
meh, like Barbarian, like Zach's first movie, Barbarian. Very middle of the road,
mm.
doesn't go too far, doesn't go too little, just plays it out and then walks away.
At least you deal with more of a monster in Barbarian. This is people going to the liquor store,
Is a monster.
but you're dealing with an actual evil entity for almost way earlier in the movie than this, which is like halfway through. Then we get a peek because all she's doing in the beginning is showing up, in people's dreams in random places. I'm just saying there's a lot of nuance here to how bad things can be. And I think Weapons is worse than Barbarian.
No.
See, that's all I'm saying. There, I got to the point. This is worse than Barbarian for me.
Sucks, Zach. So, whatever. And all you critics out there, you could suck my balls.
Okay.
I don't know what you're thinking or doing.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, if you're getting paid for these positive reviews, I am more than happy to give this a positive review. Please come pay me. This man has integrity. He will take the pay, but
I won't.
I will.
I won't.
I will sell my soul for this. Ish.
Mm.
I had one. I'm ginger, so everybody knows ginger still.
See, lying to you already. There's nothing to offer. All right. So I want to talk about, because there's so much praise for this movie. I feel there needs to be as equal to, or as much as we can, reality, because I think if we can give a decent enough argument, people will maybe understand that they should lower
Let me
it.
ask you this. So one of the things that's been praised out there are how it's from the different perspective of each of the main characters. The teacher, the father who lost his son. Although we didn't get the perspective of the witch.
No.
Zach, the policeman.
Yeah. We got Justine, teacher, Archer, father.
Successful? Were these separate pieces successful? I know you touched on it in your best of three.
It's well told, but unnecessary for the story and too long. So it's like, I could see if you look at it at the surface level, oh, this was pretty well told, sure, but to what end and no purpose? There was nothing telling us that the witch was coming other than her randomly appearing in people's dreams for no reason, by the way. And you could argue, oh, she did it because one, there was no reason she showed up to James. That made no sense. Two, Justine, you could say maybe because Justine was looking into it, so maybe she was going to be a first victim. Fine, but there was no reason to be in anyone else's dreams. That is the lowest hanging fruit way to say something's coming by having them flash.
With the junkie, there was no reason for her to be following the junkie around.
Zero. There's none, because he was a complete oddball out of it. And again, with Archer, same thing.
Maybe if she had picked up the newspapers from the driveway and took paper off the windows, the junkie would not have gone for the house. Yeah, I already wrote it better than Zach. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So got to edit a lot of that down and remove perspectives. Like there was many. So again, I don't know if we caught this in rant or we were talking about it off screen, but the movie really doesn't start until Marcus. And that's also us landing
70 minutes into it. I timed it.
Yeah.
70 freaking minutes.
Yeah.
Before anything happens. Before the actual story started happening. 70.
Yeah. Because guys, ask yourself, nothing happens beforehand. We established the scene. Yeah. We established the crime or what happened. We established time, which some reviewers are getting wrong, like how long it's been, which I don't know why.
Explicitly said 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days, like multiple times. And by the way, I feel the 30-day passing of time is a really weird crutch to not have to answer very important questions. Like, why would we have not gone into Alex's parents' house a long time ago? Especially when they stopped showing up to work. They stopped picking up their kid. He's being seen around town by himself in the grocery store buying Campbell's soup. How much did Campbell's pay?
Police would definitely be tracking that because he's trying to. So the witch kidnaps a whole classroom of kids.
Yeah.
and he makes the Alex go to the grocery store and buy all of them cans of soup to feed him. Now, somebody might notice was he 9, 10 years old?
Yeah.
10-year-old boy alone at the grocery store buying 20 cans of soup at a time.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything. Nobody does. Just
Yeah.
bad writing.
Yeah. I feel like the 30-day thing is used as a crutch to be really vague about stuff that honestly, this probably should have been solved within the 30 days. There's like not that many places to look. The fact that it's all on her, the teacher, is crazy. And that's the only reason she's kind of the main character because of this false flag, red flag scenario.
I guess it is Alex. Everybody should have been questioning about the boy.
Yeah, the boy. Why is he the only one not
His
gone?
serious parents who have consumption.
Yeah, consumption. They can't come because of consumption. And it's like people are buying these
Why?
There's this weird thing too in some movies where characters are like overly polite for no reason and it gets them killed. And it happened a lot in this movie from them. Oh, we haven't seen Aunt Gladys. We don't even know what she looks like.
That didn't ruin. I mean,
Yeah. And I'm sure
she's
Marcus
gonna
meant
help family, but you don't see her. She's in. What? Why?
yeah.
They should be living out on the streets. How do you know? What is it? And it's kind of a stupid idea, huh? For the witch, she shows up immediately. She takes over the family,
Mhm.
tapes up everything, all the windows, and starts.
She could have been riding easy.
She could have had her own place,
Mhm.
fed every day, allowed
Yeah.
you to go to the theater and watch all the.
She comes, she's the cool aunt that brings nachos.
According to this, she was like a cult leader or something. Yeah, that's what Zach said.
Well,
Whatever. That was her.
you didn't tell that enough, or you're referring to
No,
something.
no information on that whatsoever.
Writers do that where they have this headcanon universe and then they refer to it, but they didn't tell anyone. Maybe that's what happened because I don't get
Yes.
the cult. Like now, see if there was some like cult members doing it for her, so the cult was like sprinkled in the beginning and they were doing stuff.
Aunt Gladys's mystery. Marketing kept Weaver's character shadowy. Yeah, right. But this is it. She's a cult leader or supernatural entity orchestrating vanishing. A cult leader? Of what?
He wrote that on a napkin while drinking his coffee, and then someone said, "Oh wow, it's about a cult."
While we there, the reporters are bugging him. He's like, "Yeah, I'll come up with something. That'll
Yeah.
feed into it, and they'll write a story about it."
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of
But
vagueness because you did not have a clear answer.
Nothing. And I don't even mind that there was nothing because you can have, the evil witch that you know nothing about. She was just able to be evil.
Yeah.
But they actually introduced her. She went to, student principal meeting day.
Mhm.
She met with the cops. So it's not like we didn't have time to know about her. They just chose not to show anything about her.
Yeah.
Other than that, for some,
She's in their dreams.
she has a kiss because supposedly they're going to make her better because she's got some kind of terminal illness, but there's no indication of what that is that she needs from them in order to get better. Is she feeding off their energy? It doesn't say because he's feeding them soup and they're still alive in the basement. Is she eating them like a witch does in an oven? No.
They're just standing down there.
Nothing. I know for 30 days.
We could have had a cauldron.
If
We
you're
could
going
have.
to do a crime, you get rid of the body right away. You don't wait 30 days to get rid of the evidence.
Yeah, why didn't she? Yeah, why didn't she just eat these kids? See, the 30-day thing I think was a real shot in the foot because it kind of highlights the issues here where it's like this wasn't fully fleshed out. Did you have to rush this and get it done? Because
Evidently, it was done during like the writer strike or whatever, so it got delayed for that.
okay.
But no, I think.
So who'd you guys get rid of or who left that had the actual under the real the full story here? Because yeah. What else? One more.
Anything? I mean, what? Because I got none. I've already whined enough about this.
All right.
I mean, clearly at this point, I think it's bullshit, and I think that the reviewers out there that are praising this for its multi layers, its perspective of different characters, the excessive gore which isn't there. I've got nothing to add. I do not like this movie at all. I think it's a sham that's being sold on people. Maybe because it's the only thing out there. Like you said, it's something different.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
People are desperate to latch on to anything that even has an ounce of something that they haven't seen,
Mm.
good or
Yeah,
bad.
especially when it's
Good.
mostly presented well too. Like if they'll take the wrapping on the package and not care about what's inside. And that's kind of a lot of things, like even Fantastic Four. That's what that is to me. It looks
Hates everything.
that we could rename the channel the Dawn Hates Everything and it would like actually match. The last thing I have to touch on, you did. That's true. You did.
Hey, do you have anything else to say?
I do. Because I need to talk about this being a master class in horror.
I'll try and keep my mouth shut.
Good.
You know, the stage is you. Do you
Thank
like
you.
to talk to the camera?
Master class in horror. Where?
Oh, wait, I could roll my eyes.
Who? What? Okay, so look, horror is not making me ready to nod off and then doing a jump scare. Because that was the whole beginning part of that movie. Now, whether or not Marcus was scary, whatever. The one issue too is the kids running off like ninjas in the night is not scary.
If they're about ready to catch wind.
We needed a better hook than that. I get they were controlled. I get that's the tie-in on linking it to the being under the witch's effects, but there's nothing horror about that. And even when you get the Marcus, when he changes and kills his partner and all that stuff. Okay, monster now. It's a mild monster zombie thing. And that's not that scary either. The actual scenes themselves, I felt the last one was like, all right. But the ones before in the gas station or the liquor store,
It's comical.
yeah, it was mostly funny. Like it wasn't that scary.
I'm sorry. What's Wong from Doctor Strange?
Mhm.
That's his character. He was not a good fit for this at all.
No.
He's running down. His eyes are bugging out as he's running. Did you see that? Maybe they chose him for his looks or whatever, so he get that buggy eyed. What's his possessed?
Well, his eyes were bugged out because he had just got done smashing his head into the skull of his partner, so his face actually
That
flattened.
was actually the first. That was the first act of violence, which was pretty close to 70 to 80 minutes into.
Yeah.
It's the first action
Marcus,
happened.
the whole movie really starts at Marcus, and the real movie should have started at the night. I almost feel this could have been a way better movie for all you people who like it. It could have been even way better if this started on time, right as the incident
It
happened.
should have been Josh Brolin's movie. It should have just been it.
Okay.
I mean, because he seemed to be the only person looking for the kids at that point.
Yeah.
He was the only one that got the clues. The one clue, because really there was no clues in here, but the one clue he needed, the direction all the kids ran from their house.
Yeah. He was going to triangulate the children. I thought that was. I was like, he's going to. I even said that. Like, he's going to triangulate the kids. Wow. And only needed 2 to do it. But again, the fact that we had to point that it was Alex's house was so obvious.
No, he wouldn't know.
It's so obvious.
His character would have known where every kid had lived. He had 30 days to think about this.
Mhm.
Where every kid had lived, especially the one that didn't disappear.
Yeah.
He would know that that's where where Alex's house is.
Yeah.
Absolutely know that that's the same area.
Mhm.
I mean, if he was because they established that Josh Brolin's character was so devastated by the loss of his son, he was sleeping in his son's bed.
Yeah.
And which was weird. His wife comes in, she's like all pissed off. Did you notice that?
Mhm.
She's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to work.
What did I tell you? All the female characters are kind of written, just kind of. I told you. Yeah.
Really? Because there was no reason for her to act that way. It had only been 30 days. What? She's like, yeah, my kids disappeared. I guess I was sad for a bit. No, I'm not. I got to go to work. What?
And then what's his face from Barbarian, Justin Lee comes up and they have like a quick bro talk because like, my wife's kind of crazy.
Very quick.
I do want to know where my son is. So sure, here's the footage because guess what? Everyone has it. Everyone has it. Like everyone, well, not everyone. They said, but half the homes had the alarms with the lights or something. So half the town knows this is what the kids did. It doesn't seem too crazy to just have them look at it, but she felt away. And there was a lot of the characters feeling ways about really just low-hanging fruit stuff. I don't know. I don't know what you guys mean by this is a masterclass in horror. I did enjoy the scene where Wong gets ran over, and it shows like that quick shot of like his head. That was fun.
And like we
You
haven't
know,
seen someone run down the road get
well, yeah.
hit by a car. You know,
But for this
it
movie,
happens
that's
so many times
but,
in movies.
but for this movie, that's
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a win.
one of the three.
Yeah.
I don't get the horror part, guys. Suspense, I guess. But even then, I felt that was on purpose. Because, like, for instance, what did we have to see Josh Brolin going to work to show he's a
Yeah,
contractor?
he ordered the wrong color paint. We actually learned that he's so upset about his son, he ordered the wrong color paint for the front door. He didn't order the wood to do the framing. And we're like, just okay, we get it. He's devastated that his son has disappeared and he's making mistakes at work. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. Cut something, please.
You could have done that in 3 minutes. It could have been a phone call. Hey, what's up? What was the color? Oh no,
Tails?
I ordered one, and then hung up, and we could have moved on. We could have moved on.
No. We had to meander.
Yeah, it was meandering.
Yeah.
So final ratings. Let's cut this. Unless you have something to say.
I'll give it a rating of meandering. That's the word of it. Okay. I'm not gonna give it a 0 because, you know, clearly they pointed the camera in the right direction. Like I said, the audio was recorded well.
Yeah.
So I can't give it a 0. It's not like Violent Nature, which is incompetent all the way through. So I give it a 1. I would never want to watch this again. I do enjoy, you know, crapping on it though. But I would actually, I don't want to say I'd watch, you know, Ice Cube and More of the Worlds, but I'd probably watch iCube in Triple X before I'd watch this game. Both of which would be a 20. But this one's dull. So one. And you?
2. Yeah.
That's pretty close to Amadeus ratings.
That is less than half of Amadeus ratings. What are you talking about? No. I would consider other things about it if it wasn't so overhyped. Like the level to which is hyped is really getting me, guys. There's something wrong. Like we gotta raise the bar. We gotta expect better of ourselves. You gotta stop giving Hollywood this type of money. I don't know. You need people to double check these because it's not that good.
I suspect some of our favorite reviewers, when we were talking about this earlier, might have been paid for their review on this, because there was some inconsistencies in the review, which made me feel that they may or may not have watched the movie and were just repeating something from a script. Now, I'm not going to say names, but yeah, anyway,
Look, it's that.
I want to never talk about this movie again.
Okay.
Until, of course,
the wrap up.
The wrap up.
And we'll see where it lands, because boy, do we have some bangers for the top 10 worst movies.
Yep. And be sure to watch our, how to fix this, how would we fix this movie?
I do think this is fixable, which is why I can't give it lower.
I think so too. That's why I give it a 1. I think
there's a lot of
good 30-minute Tales from the Dark Side short story in this. But that's it. Nothing else. I mean, and take the stupid machine gun with the clock in it out. What? It's dreaming. I get it. He's in a dream.
Oh,
but
man.
Really? A floating machine gun the size of a spaceship above a house? Why?
Look, as a writer, sometimes you have things in your head and you link it and it makes no sense to anyone and you don't convey it. And I feel like that's what it was. You people are probably out there wondering what it means to have like deep theories about it. I don't think he knew what he was doing. But anyway, what you could do is
so cool.
Let us know if we're right, because we are. But most of you probably think we're wrong. So tell us. You can tell us why you think it's so great. Give us enough reasons. I will happily record a refuting video of everything you talked about and why. I don't think it adds up.
That'd be a good video.
Yeah. So if you really liked it, or you just think we're completely off base,
or
I don't think so.
For me to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah. Or you guys are just starving for better stuff. I mean, not attention, but I mean, I think the bar has been pretty, and maybe
the bar in horror is very low at this point.
Yeah.
Very, very, very low.
Yeah. So everything that's like even slightly well made has this curve effect where it's just like, oh wow. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, or dislike it. You guys might be upset, but
Give me a
tell us
thumbs
what we
down.
but tell us what we should watch next. Give us suggestions. Tune in next time.
Yep. On split screen.
That's right.
Split screen.
Everyone, look out for them to start selling those assault rifle clocks. It was a merchandising movie the whole time.
Thing's 100 foot tall, 100 foot wide, like that. What a stupid freaking movie. I actually really, the nice thing about doing these is I get to make up my mind. I sit there, you sit in theater in silence.
Uh-huh.
You have your ideas.
You sit on it.
You put them out, into the ether.
They become real.
They really do. I mean, it makes you realize, probably too much so, that you really did not like this in any kind of way. And I can definitely say I do not like this movie in any kind of way.
I could tell. I think you let us know. Fight profusely how much you disliked it.
It's a meaningless movie. It means nothing, and it'll be definitely forgotten. And I can't believe they're going to make a part 2.
Well, prequel.
They gave hints. The things that they were giving hints that there'll be a second.
Yeah, I know it's a prequel because they want to explain the witch and like what she's doing and how she ruined the last family or did the last crime or something.
So it's gonna be a conjuring. They're just gonna jump around.
Mm-hmm. And that might be where we'll see this mysterious cult where there were none of here. That would have even worked if the first chapters had like a weird cultish stalker coming after them.
I bet you this is in the same universe as the Barbarian.
It could be.
I bet you anything that
he's making
so he's gonna make a connection that
he's making a cinematic universe.
Underground tunnels are somehow connected to the witch. I would almost guarantee that might be removed. Even though I think the guy was a Nazi in a bunker or something. I don't even know what the guy was.
He's just weird.
Oh yeah, they showed his backstory where he was just a Arabian creep.
That's all.
But I bet you anything this is the same universe.
Possibly.
Anyway, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
3, 2, 1.